Okay, so that's the smoke that sort of fools them.
Yeah, so we want to get a fire going in here, if possible.
Right. So this is an essential beekeeper's tool for distracting the bees.
So this makes them feel like there's a forest fire, and
so then they, because there's a forest fire, they need to leave home, and so they'll start eating all the honey. They'll just gorge on honey, and they don't care about you then. Like, you're just a distraction to them. They basically need to build their new home, so they eat all the honey so that they have enough energy to create a new hive.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get this thing on properly. I don't have any neck exposed.
Yeah. So the reason why you see a lot of beekeepers with the color white, such as myself, is that bees don't like the color white, and so this is fine. So we're trying to make sure all of our openings are sealed shut. I actually did see some wasps attacking one of our bees. Yeah. Yeah, it's really sad.
Animal kingdom is very brutal.
Yeah. Kind of unhappy to see it.
Alright, here we go. They tend to get kind of loud when you do this. It stresses them a little bit.
So wasps don't like bees.
Yeah, they have to eat them.
Wasps eat bees.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's probably light enough I can just bring it.
Okay.
Was it supposed to have honey in it?
Yeah, so this is our top box, and we were thinking that we would get some honey in it.
Yeah.
But it's totally empty. But that's okay. Oh,
Shit! Oh my god, my fingers in between it too.
You okay?
Yeah. Okay, what's going on here?
I think it fell over. We had a little accident. You flipped it.
What the hell? Alright, where is it?
I don't know, I just can't physically lift it. It's heavy.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh, hold it, it's up.
No, it's look at the bottom, Josh.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it has...
This is crazy!
Okay. It's very heavy. You got it?
I got it. So this is full of honey. It's very, very heavy. So what we're going to do is take out a frame. I'll take out a middle frame.
I left my tool back there. I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay. So the bees seal everything that isn't sealed, basically, that isn't glued down with propolis. Basically bee sap, and glue it down. So I'm just trying to unglue these frames right now so that I can pull it out. You can hear them very loud right now.
Yeah, this is all their own wax honeycomb.
Ooh! Look at all that honey!
Totally full.
That looks great.
That's nice, yeah. Get another.
Are you guys harvesting the honey today, or no? You're just investigating what's
Yeah, we're
going?
Investigating.
Yeah, just doing a hive inspection.
What I mean, at what point do you have to get the honey out of there before it's no good, or I don't...
Well, it's pretty good for a while. I mean, they've sealed the honey. So basically what bees are doing is they're storing food for the winter, just maybe in perpetuity. they're hoarders. Bees are hoarders. This is our second year. So we had them over the winter and they all survived, which is great. Enough so that they swarmed earlier this spring.
What's that mean?
It means that they, it's the way for the superorganism that is the beehive to reproduce.
Okay.
So what happens is the bees, because our colony was so healthy, the bees decided to reproduce. So they create a new queen, and then they leave with half the hive with the old queen, and then a new queen emerges. So we
Is that a democracy or no? Create a new queen, like somebody gets picked?
Yeah, sort of. Like under like good circumstances, the bees will create what's called a queen cell. These are kind of a queen cup. So these are bigger honeycomb cells that a queen will lay an egg into, and then the bees will feed this chosen one
Wow.
royal jelly, and then she incubates a bit longer and emerges as the queen, and then she goes about and kills all the other queens.
And the other queen, she got killed?
No, the old queen leaves with the hive. Wow, that is dripping with honey.
Yeah, it's totally
Do you
full.
guys recognize your queen? Does she look
my God.
different?
Is that, what's that? Is that the queen? That's not the queen. Oh no.
How do you
no,
know
that's not.
So what is does the queen look different?
Yes, she's fatter.
Okay.
She's quite a bit larger.
And you guys can you've been able to identify your queen.
No.
Oh,
There's so
okay.
many of them, it's like hard to...
Are there so many in these boxes right now, or?
Yeah, and she isn't up here probably. This is all the honey.
It's probably lower down in the hive. Speaking of, should we go look at another box?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of brood on this side.
Yeah.
Brood on that side?
Um.
Yeah, same. Or pollen?
Yeah, I think it's pollen. You can look at actually. Oh, this. Oh, look. I think this is a bee coming out. Do you see it?
What is that? I see a bee in there. What's he doing?
It's emerging.
Oh, I mean, it's being born.
Yeah.
More or less.
Basically.
Really?
Yeah. The birth of a bee. You can also see some pollen. This yellow stuff in here. That's pollen they've put in.
So they've gone to the flowers and gotten the pollen and put it in the hive.
Yeah, and the cells themselves.
And look, you can see there's different colors of pollen. Like there's this bright orange one.
Is this the
Here.
honey?
Yep.
Yeah, that's honey.
And this is pollen?
This is brood. So
Okay,
this is,
so what's brood? B-R-O-O-D?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see one in there. These are larvae.
So that's basically where the baby bees are.
Yeah.
What's that white? Is
That's
that
the
larvae?
larvae.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
baby
larvae,
bee?
yeah.
Yeah.
And this stuff is brood, which is making a larvae, or?
Yeah, so they've kind of cocooned in there.
And that
And-
means you're going to have more bees. You have a good, healthy hive?
Yeah, this is great. So our new queen is laying eggs.
Yeah.
So she's a winner of a queen.
That's right, and she has great babies that are not attacking us.
Aw, she does. It's a very peaceful tribe.
Yeah. This is great.
What is it we did today here in the port?
Oh, we looked at some bees today. So we checked out our beehive. It was a little bit more dramatic than expected. The stand collapsed, but we got to see the bees. They looked healthy. There was pollen. There was honey. The queen is healthy.
Okay, so what is you guys' what's the impetus to have the bee colony, and what do you call that box?
a hive.
hive.
I think I had always kind of wanted one. It was always in the back of my head. And then at some point in time, Josh got it in his head that that I wanted it. And then he got me a bunch of bee books over Christmas. Is that how it happened?
Yeah, and then it happened that Eli was, sorry, I'm talking.
No, that's fine.
It happened that Eli was moving, and we got his hive very shortly after
So this is
that.
a hand-me-down hive.
Yeah. Right. Just like the shell of a hive. His bees happened to die. So we got a new package of bees and installed it with a friend.
So in the winter, I mean, do the bees, do they die off? Do they get too cold and die, or what?
Yeah, they can. So there's a couple different thoughts about what to do in the winter. So we chose to insulate our hive. So we basically put housing insulation around around the hive, so it looks like this big kind of metallic robot sitting in our yard.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, so the bees form what's just the sort of basketball shape in the hive, and they buzz. And so the bees on the outside will buzz in the heats of the bees on the inside, and eventually the bees on the outside will move in, and the bees on the inside move out, and they're moving up the hive, eating honey along the way, just trying to stay warm.
Okay.
And the queen is in there somewhere.
Do you know what killed Eli's bees?
I think the cold. So his winter, there was, I think it was a couple of years ago, there was kind of a warm and a cold snap and a warm and a cold snap again. So he had taken the insulation off his hive, and then the bees got cold during the cold snap. And we looked in his hive when we tried to take it, and we found they were all dead.
So that kind of says that also the bees could overheat in the hive, or is that what he was worried about? And
Yeah, that's a great, very astute perception. So they can get too hot, and you'll see in the summer that bees will hang out in the hive. They'll kind of drip down from the hive. It's called bearding, and it's because it's too hot inside, and so they're coming outside to cool off. And there'll also be bees at the entrance buzzing.
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, and so they're trying to aerate. It's like air conditioning.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it stays around, I can't remember exactly what it is. It's around 97, 98 degrees inside the hive.
Okay.
And they need that for the brood to bake.
So has it ever felt like too much work to have the hive, or do you really enjoy it?
It hasn't felt like too much work. I mean, today was a little dramatic, but
Are critters a problem when you have bees?
it can be. So,
Such as which kind?
so apparently skunks. I haven't seen this, but apparently skunks like to eat bees, and so what happens is bees will just kind of throw their dead bees out, and I guess skunks will eat them.
Okay.
But they may also eat the live bees too.
Yeah.
The top box, we have a queen excluder that sits below that one, and it's basically just a mesh. You can think of it just a mesh that normal bees could walk through, and so they can put honey inside of it, but the queen's too fat to make it through. And so what we don't want is for her to lay eggs inside of the top box, because that's our honey box. I love our little bees, just watching them fly around. It's lovely to walk around the neighborhood, and like a block away I'll see a bee on a flower. I'm like, that's my little bee.
So when I asked you about the bees in my yard, just a couple of streets over, they could quite possibly be from your hive.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, bees will travel 3 miles away for a food source.
3 miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely in the realm of possibilities. Wow. Yeah.
All right, so listen, in the city of Cambridge, do you need a special license to have bees?
No, but I did see there's a proposal, so maybe at some point in time. We try to be conscientious. We told all of our neighbors, and we have a fence, so bees will typically fly up when they hit a wall.
Okay. Well, Dennis, awesome, dude.
Thank
That was
you.
fun.
That was awesome. I enjoyed that.
Yay.